guys, I'm leaving. He wouldn't even buy me a plane ticket. I get the box. Guys, is there anyone there? Send help.
When I put in the stream tip goal, shipping Steve to Utah, I don't really know what was going through my head. Mason Black with $100 stream tip. I mean, to be completely frank, I was just trying to pick the most ridiculous place possible that I could think of. Goodness. Terry Ross with a $400 stream tip said Utah. Terry, why? Somewhere that I've never been or no one I know has ever been, and I was like, well, there's Utah. That's a state, apparently. He wants a vlog if Steve gets sent there. I agree.
Well,
Steve,
yeah.
You gotta vlog that. When we started getting closer and closer to the goal, I honestly was starting to panic a little bit. This goal was supposed to be a joke. We haven't talked logistics at all. We didn't think this through. I didn't think that it would be possible to hit that number. That was mind-blowing. Cobra Slayer with a $10 stream tip, Utah! That would have been, at the time, the largest amount ever in a single stream, and my brain was just kind of like discombobulating. My brain is breaking. How the heck are we gonna ship Steve to Utah? What is he gonna do there? And what? Tornado Shock with a $140 stream tip. Paradigm with a $5 stream tip. Jonathan Smith with a $50 stream tip.
Hold on, $20 okay, $295.
They were less than 200 away.
No, I say it's less than that. I think it's less than 150.
A Tish with a 20-pound stream tip. Jonathan Smith with a $20 stream tip.
It's less than 250, dude. Or 150.
They're 100. It's less than 100 now.
Less than 100.
Latino baby with a $5 stream tip. Oh my god. Just the thought of Steve just standing alone in the desert for some reason. I don't know why. I have this picture in my head of him just like out there. Raximer Steve sends him to Utah with a $100 stream tip. God bless him.
I made it to Utah, everyone. Congratulations, you did it. Hey guys, I'm all packed up, ready to go to the airport. Pretty excited. Never been to Salt Lake City before, but heard great things. I'm gonna get going. For the drive to the airport, it was insanely quick. Jerome booked my flight around 9 a.m. I had a flight at noon. I had 3 hours to get there, but I also, on top of that, live an hour away from the airport. I actually almost missed my flight, but along the way, we encountered something that we're still not sure about. It's just a giant scorpion tanker. And from the back, the looks of it, it looked like it was just a huge oil tanker with scorpions in the back of it. When I actually arrived at the airport, there was a little bit of a problem. Got out of the car, and as I was walking up to security checkpoint, I just see a line of kids coming in front of me. There was an entire bus worth of kids who got off and got into line right before me. The security's trying to get them through, but there's only one person working the ID check, and there's only one person working the metal detector. They just did not have the means to keep up with it. It was definitely a tough time. Once I finally got through the huge jumbo line of all the people and whatnot, I only had about 15 minutes to make it to my actual terminal. I was pretty much running through this airport all the way until I got to check-in, and I literally just handed the ticket, walk right on, no problems. I was one of the last people on that plane though. So here I was expecting Salt Lake City, these big tall buildings, big businesses being there, and then it's not there. It was sand, it was clay, it was small buildings, mountains, cliffs, vastly different from what I thought I was going into. I was in quite a shock because I've never had this happen in my life. They landed the plane and we literally got off the plane. We had to walk down the stairs and then out onto the runway essentially to walk into the actual airport itself. And the airport itself is this tiny little thing. Literally, it is a single bay. There is only one aircraft going out at a time at this place. It is insane. I've never had any airport that tiny before. There was one convenience shop in there and that was it. I was just in shock. It made me think I am in the wrong location. Okay, good news. I found the car. Bad news. I'm exhausted and don't want to start driving. So, I'm gonna sit here for like 10 or 15 minutes, regather myself, and maybe we'll go see some canyons or something. So I started walking around the city, and honestly, it's just that small town vibe. There's no large buildings. There's a lot of sand and dust flying around, so my allergies were going crazy. But I did happen to find a couple of cool friends. I found some buffalo along the way. This is my buffalo friend. Say hello to Buffalo. He's pretty cool. They were scattered all throughout this town. And then there's also a bunch of little shops along the way, just mom and pop shops, nothing serious. There were no real big, companies out there. So they do have this really cool mural right here as I'm walking by, just capturing everything that you can do around here, which is off-road, and look at the scenery. So as I'm walking around the town and, it's pretty hot out and I'm just sweating because it's all, the entire town is pretty much on a hill. And then I got to the top of the hill. All right, guys, this is a check-in point for me. Started out way down yonder. Still have way up yonder.
Have you heard about the free man who chained himself?
He threw away all the keys, now he can't come home.
He would lie in his bed and just talk to himself.
Etching lies onto his mind.
Living free won't guarantee a life of happiness, so get a grip and hold on tight. Keep on trying. Break your chains off. It was obvious self, you know. Turn the lights on. I'll be there when you're coming back to the world.
One thing that I really enjoy doing whenever I go out anywhere, if it's in the nature, I really like to just sit down and take a minute to myself and just meditate. This is something that I picked up from my good friend Tootie. He's really big into meditation as well, and basically you just sit there and you take it in and you live in the moment. And honestly, once I'm done doing this, I have this sense of clarity, like my head's clear, and it just allows me to think back on the things that I'm grateful for and the people who have helped me get to where I am. So ultimately, what I'm saying is, no matter what you're doing, where you are, take the time, sit down, and remember what you're thankful for. Alright guys, so I've now started my hike in the Valley of Death and Fire and Flame. But look at the mountains behind me. And look at these boulders. This place is literally amazing. I genuinely love everything about this. Alright guys, I'm out here and I did something big. I made big plays. I made a little rock stack. Look at it.
Back up again. The things you try.
Okay guys, it got way too hot. I had to seek shelter in a cave. It's not a very big cave, but it's a cave nonetheless. Don't mind the fact that it's completely open up there, but I don't know, I like this rock, so I came and I sat down in it. It's time to rock out. Alright guys, I've been going for about an hour. Everything kind of looks the same. And the sun is starting to set, so park closes at sundown. I gotta get going back. I enjoyed the mountains. The mountains look great. It's a good hike. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. If you guys ever have the chance, Trials of Fire, Flame, and Death, I would definitely come here.
Thank you all so much for watching this vlog, and on top of that, thank you to everyone as well for making it possible. On top of that, what makes it even crazier is since that's happened, we actually had a bunch of other vlog stream tip goals, and so coming very soon is going to be Alaska with Steve.
Well guys, I made it to Alaska.